Hey guys, what is up? Plastic Guy completely suffering from a cold, but it's spooky season. We move on and we get into the horror figures. So today we're taking a closer look at this Pinhead figure from NECA. Pinhead is from the Hellraiser movie series. I've only ever seen the first one. I'd seen it once, and I'll be honest, I wasn't a massive fan. It just wasn't really what I was expecting. I don't know what I was expecting, but I ended up just kind of tuning it off, which was my fault, and I should have really stuck with it. But recently, they've been re-showing a lot of old horror movies at the cinema, and Hellraiser popped up. I thought it was a perfect chance to go and check out the film again and give it another chance. And I was blown away. I honestly think Hellraiser might be one of my favourite horror movies now. Just the practical horror effects, the story was great, the way it all intertwined, some great characters. I honestly really recommend going to see Hellraiser if you've not already. I've not yet seen any of the other Hellraiser movies in the series, but I did order the second one, so hopefully that arrives soon. However, I was out in the city not too long ago and I walked past a shop window where they had a NECA Hellraiser there, and I really, at that moment, knew I had to pick it up. After I'd seen the film and loved it so much, seeing Hellraiser out in the wild, I was like, I need that, but it was a bit too expensive. I mean, the NECA Ultimate figures here in the UK, they sell around about £35. I don't really want to spend any more than £35. I feel like that is a good price mark. That's the most I want to pay. The one I seen was listed at 40, so I knew I had to do some hunting. I went around some few shops, and yeah, they were all really expensive. Forbidden Planet had one for £46, and just no way, especially when I know I can go home, check on eBay, and get one for 35. Obviously, eBay sometimes have illegitimate figures, fakes. I don't want to get a fake. I always check out the retailers, guys. Always double check your seller on eBay. However, I ended up scrolling past this guy. I originally thought he was a cult classic. I thought he was a NECA cult classic figure. He was only £20, so I bought him, and he's arrived. Now guys, I'm not 100% sure if this is the ultimate NECA Hellraiser Pinhead figure or the Pinhead Cult Classics, and hopefully once we take a closer look, if you guys know, let me know down in the comment section. There's just a couple things about him that make him seem like the ultimate release, which would be amazing if he is. But yeah, with that being said, let's get into this video. But before we do, guys, let me know if you've seen any of the Hellraiser films. Let me know what your favourite is down in the comment section below. And while you're down there, guys, if you could do me a massive favour, hit that like button, and if you're new to the channel, guys, hit that subscribe button as well. It would really help me out. Let's not wait any longer, guys. Let's take a closer look at Pinhead. So here is Pinhead just as he arrived from eBay, and he looks amazing. The head sculpt is absolutely fantastic here. All the pins coming out of his head look great. A couple of them are a wee bit bent, as we can see here. There were a few more that were bent. However, I did try and straighten them up the best that I can. You can see his mouth there. There's pins coming out of the nose. The detail in the eyes look really good. But yeah, that was one of the first things I noticed, and kind of made me think that this could be the ultimate figure rather than the cult classics. Looking back at the cult classics Pinhead head sculpts, they just aren't as finessed as this. Like, it just doesn't look as good. I mean, I'm not saying it's not. The old head sculpts are really good, but this one just does look newer and fresher. So that's my first argument, that this might be the ultimate Pinhead. Once again, guys, if you have any details or know yourself if this is a cult classic release or the ultimate, let me know down in the comment section. I looked through a bunch of the cult classics, and they do look very similar. One thing that I noticed, however, most cult classic Pinhead figures come with a rubber cape, and this one has fabric just like the ultimate release. So yeah, I don't know if a cult classic did come with the fabric. Yeah, I don't know, I couldn't find any, so I think this might be the ultimate, although it was listed as a cult classic. The detail in the chest here is amazing. All that intricate detail on the, what would you call this, the replica leather or latex, whatever he was wearing in the film. Just, it looks great, all the detail there in the chest, and then you get, who knows what this is, if I'm being honest. I hope it's not his skin, but it might be. And then we get these silver clips. So yeah, all that looks really good. Once again, I have no clue what this is meant to be. I hope it's not his belly button, because that looks painful. And there's this bit of string running through it. Yeah, this guy is really raising hell with this look. It is crazy. The arms look mad. You just got more of this fine detail, and then you get to the hands. Got some really nice blood on the fingers, and then his costume goes over a finger and a thumb. So yeah, it's a cool costume design, and it translates well into figure form. You got the detail in the back of the hand there. Onto the back of the figure, you can see whatever this is, more kind of silver. The costume design is definitely very unique, and it's a great costume design. They had their work cut out for them with this figure, but they've done really well. Same detail on this hand here. NECA always smash it. So then, yeah, we get to the kind of cloth cape bit here, the skirt, lifting that up. We actually get some really nice detail on the shins there, that purple popping through the shin pad. See it on both of them, that looks great. And then just more sculpted detail up the top, not too much colour. Same at the back here. And then just decent shoes. I thought this guy was going to be pretty tricky to stand, but he's not been too bad. So yeah, back to what I was saying, I fully thought that this figure was an old cult classics NECA Pinhead. It arrived, it just looked pretty new, in good condition, apart from a couple bent pins, which was to be expected. So I looked up the old cult classics figures, and I just can't really see one that looks like this. But then again, this figure came with no accessories whatsoever, and that NECA box is packed full of accessories, especially ones for the Hellraiser film. So I was a bit surprised this came out loose as it is, but yeah, it takes me back. If you guys know if this is a cult classic figure, if it's the new NECA Ultimate release, please let me know down in the comment section. I do wish I had more accessories for Hellraiser, the wee cube, I can't remember what it's called, forgive me. Definitely wish I had that accessory along with his weapons and a few others that is included in the figure. As I said, I got this guy pretty cheap, and I am glad I got him for the price that I did, because I definitely didn't want to be paying £40 and up. So yeah, I'm happy with this guy. I just want to compare him to some other horror figures that are in my collection. So here we have Pinhead. I keep on going to call him Hellraiser. Here we have Pinhead next to the Part 4 NECA Jason figure. I feel like this guy's a really good standard NECA figure, especially to compare with others, and they do look great next to one another. Any NECA figure is going to look great next to any other horror figure, because as I've said time and time again, NECA absolutely nail these figures. And here we have NECA's Pinhead next to the McFarlane movie Maniac's Ghostface. I do have the NECA Ultimate Ghostface. As you guys might know, I do prefer to keep my NECA figures in box. So yeah, I'm just too lazy to take them out, if I'm being honest. So I've got the movie Maniac's Ghostface that's always out on display. Definitely an older figure now. You can see standing a wee bit smaller. But because they're both horror themed, I do think they look quite decent next to one another. And then I always like to include this Rob Zombie NECA Michael Myers figure next to any other NECA figure, because he's so big, he's so tall, and yeah, he always towers over these other figures. I do have the Ultimate Halloween Kills figure on pre-order, so hopefully it arrives soon. I just seen Halloween Kills the other day, and I absolutely loved it. It's getting a lot of hate. I honestly thought it was so good. I can't wait to go see it again, and I can't wait for the NECA Ultimate Halloween Kills figure. I would definitely be doing a review of that, guys, so keep your eye out, and let me know what you guys thought of the film if you've already seen it. I actually haven't done a video on the 2018 Michael Myers figure, so I think it's perfect time for that. Spooky season, Halloween coming up. Yeah, I'm definitely going to make an Ultimate Halloween 2018 Michael Myers video. So I'll just quickly run over some of the articulation on this figure. The head can move around. Obviously with the pins, you really want to be careful where you're grabbing this guy. You don't want to bend or flatten any of these, so you're kind of wanting to hold him under the neck, and you can See, look, I'm already bending that about, and I do not like that. The ears, that's a good place. So yeah, he's going to move his head left and right, and you can move it up and down as well. Yeah, I've just discovered the ears are a good place to hold him. So do be wary of that, guys, if you do have any Pinhead figure. These are a wee bit flimsy for my liking, and they are bending a wee bit. In the arms, you can get it not very far up. A right angle, that's actually not too bad. Get it that far in at the body, you can rotate that all the way around, backwards and forwards. Looks like you've got a double jointed elbow here. Yep, there we go. Try not knock the camera over. You can move the wrist around backwards and forwards and rotate that as well. And oh man, he could be holding his wee box, but not today. Same articulation in this arm, you've got this torso articulation, so you can move that around, good range of movement. And then, yeah, you can move the legs, but the cape's going to restrict it a wee bit. However, I should point out that the cape here does have this bendy wire at the back and the bottom, so you can maneuver that quite well and get it sitting how you want. From the front, I feel like it looks pretty good, so I'm not going to mess around with it too much, but that is an option. Back to the legs, kick that out right forward, all the way out to the side as well. Double jointed knees? No, just a single joint, and you can pivot those feet around and move them backwards and forwards as well. And there we have it, guys. That's about it for this NECA Hellraiser figure. If I'm being honest, I do think it is the ultimate release without any of the accessories, alternative head. It just looks more like the ultimate release than any of the old cult classics, but I might be wrong. Let me know what you think down in the comment section. I really love this figure, and I do really wish I had some of the accessories that came with them. Unfortunately, I don't, but maybe one day. Until then, I'm happy with this guy. I'm really happy with the price that I paid for him. The detail is fantastic. Once again, NECA have just taken a horror icon and transformed him into figure form in the best way possible. He looks great. He really pops. The only downfall really for me are the pins in the head. I feel like there definitely could be a sturdier, firmer material that isn't going to cause the pins to bend so much, but that really is the only fault with this figure. The paint's great, the sculpt's fantastic, and he looks gnarly, just how Pinhead should. So let me know what you guys think of this figure down in the comment section below. And while you're down there, guys, if you could do me a massive favour, hit that like button. If you've not done so already, please hit that subscribe button. I'll leave the link to my Instagram down in the description below, where hopefully I'll post some great pictures of Pinhead up on there. So feel free to go and check that out. Feel free to check out any other videos over on the channel page. Thanks so much for watching this video, guys. As always, I'll catch yous on the flip-flop later. Cheers.